Morning children, welcome to the math session on real number. In today's session we are going to revisit rational numbers and their decimal expansion. In class 9, do you remember children, we studied that rational numbers have either a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So in today's session we are going to consider a rational number, say p by q is terminating, and explore exactly when the decimal expansion is terminating and when it is non-terminating repeating with some examples. So here are the few examples. Let us consider this example. Now observe 0.275 can be written as 275 by 1000, which is nothing but 275 by 10 cube. Similarly 0.24 can be written as 204 by 10 cube, and this 225 by 10 to the power of 4, and here 233408 by 10 to the power of 4. So we know how to convert a decimal number into a fraction form, right? If you observe all these fractions, you can see the denominators are the powers of 10, isn't it? So let us try and cancel the common factors between the numerator and denominator and check what we are going to get. Yes children, now these examples I converted in this form. Now if you observe, do you observe any pattern here? The 10 cube, I have prime factorized, simplified and wrote the expansions in this form. Now do you observe any pattern? So it appears that we have converted a real numbers whose decimal expansion terminates into a rational number of the form p by q, where p and q are co-primes, and the prime factorization of the denominator has only powers of 2 or powers of 5 or both. If you observe here, the denominators you have the powers of 2 or 5 or both, isn't it? So we should expect the denominator to look like the powers of 10 can only have the powers of 2 and 5 as the factors. So that means, what do you understand here? So here when we worked on this example, you can see that any real number which has a decimal expansion that terminates can be expressed as the rational number whose denominator is a powers of 10, and also the only prime factors of 10 are 2 and 5, we know, isn't it? So cancelling out the common factors between the numerators and denominator, we find that the real number is a rational number of the form p by q. This is the rational number of the form p by q, where the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m form, where n and m are non-negative integers. That means, let me explain you clearly. Now if x is a rational number, and we know rational number will be in the form of p by q, and whose decimal expansion terminates, if its decimal expansion terminates, you can express x as in the form of p by q, right, where q not equal to 0 and p and q are co-primes. We know, we have learned the definition of rational number. Now to check whether it is terminate or not, the prime factorization of the q, if you find the prime factorization of the q, it should be in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m form. So when you find the prime factorization of the q, if it is in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m form, then it is a non-terminating, it is a terminating decimal. The decimal expansion will terminates. Consider this example. If you observe this example, the prime factorization of the q is either in the powers of 2 or the powers of 5. It can have either both 2 and 5. Then such kind of expansions are terminating. Understood children? When to check whether the rational number is terminating decimal expansion or not, the prime factorization of q must be the factors of 2, that means the powers of 2 or powers of 5 or both. So children, so prime factorization of q, if for a rational number p by q, if the prime factorization of the q is in the form of 2 to the power of n, 5 to the power of n, they are terminating decimals, right? We learned just now terminating decimal expansion. Then if the prime factorization of the q is not of the form, if the q is not in this form, then they are non-terminating repeating decimals. Yes? Terminating repeating decimals. So non-terminating repeating decimals and terminating decimals both are rational numbers only. But how do we determine whether they are terminating decimals and non-terminating repeating decimals? Just by expressing the prime factorization of the q in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of n. Okay, to check whether a decimal, whether a rational number is terminating or not, if you express the prime factorization of the q in this form, it is a terminating decimal. Vice versa. If the denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of n, then it is a terminating decimal. If they are not in this form, then they are non-terminating repeating decimal. I will explain you with one example again. So let me explain this example. Now check, express here in the numerator we have 13 and denominator is 3125. We need to convert the denominator in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m form. Then it can be a terminating decimal. Let us check whether it is a terminating decimal or not by prime factorizing the denominator 3125. 5 table, it is since the last digit is 5, it is divisible by 5. So 5 6 are 30, 5 2 are 10 and 5 5 is 25. And again with 5 table, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 125 is 1625 and 5 25s, 5 5s, 5 1s. So 13 by 5 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 to the power of 5. So since the denominator is in the form of in terms of power 5, it can be in terms of power 2 or it can be in terms of power 5 or it can have both, I said. Okay, what do you mean by this? Suppose here, do you have 2 here? Do you have the a term in terms of 2? Yes, there is. It is nothing but 2 to the power of 0. Isn't it? 2 to the power of 0 is what? 1. So 2 is present over here. Understood? So that's where the decimal expansion of the denominator should have at least 2, the powers of 2 or powers of 5 or both 2 and 5. Then the decimal expansion is a terminating decimal expansion. Let us check one more example. Now just check these examples. Now observe the prime factorization of q, denominator. So it has 2 as well as 5 irrespective of the any other factors. Okay, it can have any other factors, but you need to check whether it has the powers of 2 or powers of 5 or both. Yes, here we have both, so it is terminating decimal. Okay, now what about third one? Look here, 16 by 340. On prime factorization you get prime factorization of 343 is nothing but 7 cube. Now you don't find either 2 or 5 or both, right? You don't have 2 over here and 5 over here. So this is a non-terminating, not a terminating decimal. Understood? Now what about 4 by 15? What about 4 by 15? Prime factorization of 15 is 5 3's, isn't it? So here we have 5 to the power 5. We have the terms of powers of 5. So it is a terminating decimal. I hope you understood, children. So please try to solve the sums from exercise 1.4. Thank you. So children, enjoy practicing the sums and learn the concepts thoroughly. Thank you.